get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. A give up the middle to Dobbins. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward, and indeed he did not. They stop him. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cook up the gut. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Ravens are going to get the football back.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage there, able to bat it down?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the shutout, at least for now, is still intact. Great job by the defense after, Charles, last time this crew was out here, remember, they gambled in their own territory, didn't get it. But the defense held, gave up no points.
And, Brandon, sometimes it all just comes together, and I think the head coach senses it today. His defense, they're absolutely on fire. It doesn't matter where the ball is on the field. When that defense trots out there, no one's moving it, no one's scoring, and he's playing to it right now.
Well, that group's chasing a shutout. Teammates here on the offensive side going to try to provide a touchdown and gain the momentum even more on this series. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
To throw is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. On the move past the 40. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On second down, Cook. And he'll get this one up to the 26. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Little bit of a breakdown there defensively, and the RPO turns into a big chunk play.
And when you think about running offense, the word comes to mind, assignments, right? Because you have to carry those out. But you have to play assignment football on defense, too, against a team that runs these RPOs because everyone has to be in the right place. Who's got the quarterback? Who's got the running back? Who's covering the receivers? This one worked quite well on that play.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Slings it to Anders, and it's complete. The tight end has it. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fields this way up at the 17. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On third down, they go with Singletary. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Allen. that one drops down incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. Allen gets this one to Morris. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Cook. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Play action. Now it's Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, 27 yards. And the Bills get a bit closer. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moving to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
The tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick six.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. CD, 4th quarter, you're still about 3 minutes remaining, but right now running the football is a pretty good idea to work that clock, right?
It certainly is, because your team is strong right now, and you can feel the defense fading a little bit. Their goal, continue to run it this effectively, called victory formation as the clock winds down, and end the ball game and move on to the next opponent.
They'll go back to Edwards on 1st down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
And if you're keeping an eye on the box score, that last run puts him over the 100-yard mark for the game. And this defense has just had all sorts of trouble trying to keep him under wraps, both passing and running.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. Tucker's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
He gets this complete to Diggs, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first. Allen. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. Throwing is Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now Allen. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Allen. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being...
There he goes, left side. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
With the business, West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors. We are underway from Cincinnati. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. collegiate star here in the Buckeye State. It's J.K. Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Another run here with Dobbins. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Now that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
They'll run here with Edwards. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Gus Edwards, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go. 11 empty. Stop.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Here we go.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And his throw here is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 56 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
11.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 56 yards on the ground for him so far. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Again, it's Edwards. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Up the middle, here's Edwards. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, they go to Edwards. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 33-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And McPherson on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 96 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
11 MT, paint. Gotta go.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Ravens are going to take